China and Greece are known as the cradles of human civilization. Now, in modern times, the start of flights between the two countries are bringing the two civilizations closer together. What difference could this make to people's lives? Today, we are going to have a cup of tea with the Greek ambassador to China.
Mr. Theodore Georgikalos was appointed Greek ambassador to the People's Republic of China in January 2009. Theodore Georgikalos joined the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Athens, in 1981 and has served in various diplomatic positions in Athens and abroad for almost 30 years. Theodore Georgikalos was born on March 31st, 1951 in Athens. He graduated with a BA from Athens University. He's good at English and French. Before joining the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Athens, in 1981, he worked as a lawyer.
Mr. Ambassador, welcome to our program. And what tea do you like best?
Ni hao. Thank you for inviting me and to share a cup of tea with you. I appreciate very much the green tea in China. Okay. So if you have some green tea, it will be fine.
Well, today I will make you a special kind of tea. It's called Yang Yang's tea. Yang Yang will pick various kinds of tea for our dear guest, and you can guess what's the name of it.
The tradition of China in tea is so big that I'm ready to your surprise. I'm waiting this with very much interest. My wife and myself, we appreciate very much both tea and in general Chinese cuisine.
Oh.
Which is varies, because we have from different parts of China. I don't know what's the taste, but already the way of serving it is very peculiar.
This is wenxiang wei, you can smell.
Yes. It's a special, I don't think I know this taste. I think it's... It's the first time I drink this tea.
It's called
nice.
Pu'er tea.
Yeah. This is the, yes, this is the tea that can be kept for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time, and then can make you slender and healthier.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Thank you very much for your hospitality.
As we all know that today is the first flight connecting Beijing and Athens. How significant is this flight?
Well, let me say that we have very good relations, both political and cultural and economic and people to people with China. And we are very far away geographically, one from the other. So we have to do whatever we can to shorten this distance. In this framework, the flight of today, that starts today, it's around 3 hours shorter than the previous flights. So I think that it is an effort to bring the two people together, closer, with an easier access to another's country.
It's a long way. It takes about 13 hours, and the cost is not cheap for average Chinese people. And it's really a significant investment to go there. So I wonder, what Greek can offer to Chinese visitors?
Well, let me say that our aim is to shorten even more this flight. If the present flight that started today is successful, and I'm sure that it will be successful, we will have more flights per week, and later we are planning to make also a direct flight without a stop, which will be around 10 hours. So we're trying to do our best. As for the price, first of all, China is offering promotional prices for a few months in the beginning, and it's around 5,000 yuan round trip, which is not very expensive. Our prices are competitive with all other destinations in Europe, and so I really invite Chinese people to come and see Greece. We offer very good weather all around the year, which is important for the Chinese holidays in October and in the New Year in February. The weather is very warm in Greece at that time. We can offer very beautiful beaches. You can enjoy swimming. We offer very nice, beautiful mountains for those who prefer mountainous landscapes. And of course, we offer good cuisine, which is very healthy. And I know that Chinese people are very sensitive to, very conscious to health food.
How many international visitors go to Greece every year?
We have around 15 million visitors, which is more than the population of Greece. And I hope we have a very small percentage of Chinese visitors. Last year there were around 20,000. So I think that we have the expertise and the will to receive much more, many more people from China, and to welcome them and to show them what our country has to offer. You know that there are over 60 million Chinese who are traveling abroad, and this figure goes up every year. So I think that a bigger percentage can come to Greece.
Well, initially there are 2 flights every week to fly from Greece to China. And how will the Greece tourism industry working to increase the number?
Our aim is to multiply the 2 flights, to make them more frequent every week, and ultimately to succeed to make a really direct flight shorter than the present one. As I told you, we have big expertise in accommodate in very good conditions. Greek hotels are very good. The location of most of them, it's the beautiful scenery. We have very efficient tour operators who can organize visits for the Chinese tourists. We are developing more and more leaflets and information in Chinese so that Chinese people can find their way more easily.
And at the present, the flight will go via Munich. And what will it take for there to be direct flight between China and Greece?
This present flight takes 13 hours and a half. And as I told you, the future flight that we hope that will realize the soonest possible, it will take down to 10 hours. So I think it's an even better bargain for the Chinese visitor.
Okay, let's have a rest and have a cup of tea.
Your tea is excellent, and thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Well, thank you.
How important is tourism for Greece?
Very important. I'll give you some figures. Tourism revenue accounts for 15% of Greek GDP. And 1 out of 5 Greeks work in the tourism sector.
How much revenue can tourism industry bring to Greece each year?
It's 15% of the GDP.
How will the Greek government to make it easier for Chinese visitors to visit, to get around Greece?
We are offering now shorter flights. We try to keep flight cost as low as possible. Prices in Greece, in general, for the tourist have lowered significantly, partly because of the financial and economic crisis that we have in the country, but also because we really wanted to attract more people, and we have a continuous effort of having excellent quality corresponding to a fair price. We have taken some specific measures of lowering taxes at the airports for airlines, so that the cost of a journey in Greece goes down. And due to the crisis, the general prices have gone a bit down. So I think that for a fair cost, a visitor can enjoy really delightful holidays.
A Chinese visitor arrive at Greece. What will happen if they don't know the language? Are there any signing board in Chinese?
There are some, and there will be more and more translations into Chinese, and publications and books, and all the Greek airports the signs are in English. So with this, you can find your way easily. And we are also trying to upgrade the services offered by the tour operators, so that there is somebody to welcome the group of Chinese people who come and show them their way.
Are there Confucius Institute in Greece?
Right.
How many?
Yes. There is one, and we're trying to... That's a very good question, because I think that learning the language of the other country is very important. And Confucius Institute is contributing very much in this effort. Here in China also, there are Chinese students in Chinese universities who learn Greek. And I always encourage them, and we need them. Because if we develop our relations, touristic, but not only touristic, business, cultural, if we intensify our commerce, we need people to do that, people who speak the language.
Okay, let's have a rest and have a cup of Chinese tea.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The inauguration of the flight will make it easier for the people of our two nations to visit each other. And how do you think this will influence the economic cooperation between our two countries?
To shorten the distance, to bring the two countries closer, it's not only good for visitors, for tourists, but it is also good for all those people who work in the sectors of mutual interest and economic relations. because all those people, businessmen and workers and employees, need to travel from one country to the other. So for them also will be very interesting to have an economy of 3-4 hours, and then in the future maybe another 3-4 hours less.
What service and products do you think that Greece can offer China?
Sector that it is already very much developed, which is the transport, shipping and transport services sector. And Greek fleet is one of the biggest in the world, commercial fleet. We are building many ships worth billions of dollars in new ships built in Chinese shipyards, which is very good for Greece because we acquire new ships. It's very good for China because it gives jobs to Chinese shipyards. With those ships, we have also a mutually beneficial business for transport, because we participate in transporting a large part of China's imports of oil and other raw materials that China needs for its industry. And we transport also a large part of China's exports to all parts of the world. This is a global business, it's not only for Greece. It's the destination is all over the world because China sells all over the world. And then we have, of course, we import from China all sorts of goods because China, you know, produces almost everything. And we export to China some mechanical goods, some metals, some materials for construction, marbles. And now we are working very hard and we have very good results in food and beverages and olive oil and olives and this food industry. And the result is very encouraging because Chinese like very much our products, it's very encouraging. We offer very good quality products and we insist on that.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador, and I sincerely hope that the flight can make the people of two nations closer and can stimulate more cooperation between China and Greece.
I would like to thank you very much for the tea. I've spent a very pleasant time with you.
You can invite more ambassadors to come to our program.
Of course, I will tell them that it is an excellent opportunity.